gets scarier than any Halloween story: ghosting. When someone just disappears, no warning, no explanation, just silence. One day, they were telling you how much they love talking to you, and the next, it's like you don't even exist. And what's worst, sometimes we are the one who vanish. So let's discuss that. Welcome to a Halloween special episode with me, your host, Vanya. Most people think that ghosting comes from "I don't care about you." But actually, ghosting usually comes from avoidant behavior mixed with conflict anxiety. It's not that they didn't feel anything, it's that they felt too much that they just don't know what to do with it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that for today's episode, we don't have any quote. You're just stuck with me. Because, well, ghosting is a concept, and the reason that I've chose it, it's because I've been kind of struggling with it, and my friends as well. So it's a hot one. There's a concept in psychology called emotional incongruence. Now, let me tell you that's when what you feel and what you can handle feeling, no, they don't match. So the person panics, shuts down, and disappears to protect their nervous system from overload. They convince themselves, if I cut contact, if I go no contact, I'll feel safe again. But it's a short term trick. What actually happens is unfinished emotional processing. Ghosting traps both sides of the story in an unsolved state. The one who left avoids guilt. The one left behind gets stuck in rumination. Now let's discuss what happens to the brain of the ghosted person. Being ghosted activates the same part of the brain that process physical pain. The anterior cingulate cortex, the brain parts, cortex, the cortex part. Your body literally interprets the silence as a wound. Why? Because social rejection in our evolutionary brain meant danger. We depended on tribes to survive, so being cut off still feels life-threatening. That's why you start checking your phone, reading chats, inventing explanations. And no, you're not being dramatic. You're seeking closure dopamine. You know what I mean? You are trying to rewrite an ending that never got written. But ghosting gives no punctuation mark, no period, just an unfinished sentence like see you when? They just cut you off. Terrible behavior. Don't do that, guys. Let's be honest. Sometimes we ghost. And if you're really honest, it's rarely about the other person. It's about our emotional avoidance, fear of vulnerability, or learned relation templates. Many of us grew up watching adults disappear during conflict. Parents who slammed doors or stayed silent for days. So our nervous system learned that withdrawal equals control. Sadly, it's a coping mechanism passed down quietly. And yet, there's another concept called object constancy. That's the ability to believe that a relationship still exists even when the person isn't physically or emotionally present. And yet, I have to mention attachment theories for thousands of times. People with insecure or avoidant attachment style often lack that skill. So when distance appears, they assumed the bond has died and vanished before they can feel abandoned. It's a pre-imperative protection. Have you ever heard about the object constancy? I'm not gonna open it up, but just so you know, it's about the hide and seek playing. you're learning the object constancy with hide and seek, or like sitting the baby somewhere and go and then come back like after like 10 seconds. You're teaching them that the object stays. If you have ever been ghosted before, you probably blamed yourself. You've replayed conversations, looked for what you said wrong, maybe even texted them again just to check in if you were the problem. But listen, ghosting says a lot more about their regulation skills than your worth. It's never because you're not worthy or you were too much. Just remember that, please. When someone ghosts you, they're saying that I don't know how to stay present with discomfort. And when you internalize it, you're saying their silence define my value. You are so wrong. Let me tell you this. Neither of those statements is true. Healing starts when you turn curiosity inward instead of searching for answers outward. Ask this: why does their absence feel unbearable? That question leads you to your attachment blueprint, invisible map that decides how you handle uncertainty, closeness, and loss. Ghosting hunts because it leaves energy unspent, words unsaid, and emotions unexpressed. So, closure isn't something they gave you, it's something you create. You can try this small but powerful exercise, it works every time. Write the message you could send. Don't actually send it. Then answer it yourself as the version of you who understands what happened, giving your story an ending, even if it's imaginary. And if you've been the ghost, reach out where it matters. It's never too late to model emotional responsibility. A simple "I disappeared because I got scared" can repair more than you think. Because at the end of the day, ghosting isn't about vanishing. It's about humans trying and failing to manage their own fear of connection. And the real healing begins when you stop hunting each other and start staying. So, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you so much for staying. And I wanted to thank you about all those cute and positive comments that you gave me on the last video. It meant a lot to me. Thank you so much for being here. Even if 2 minutes of this video helped you, I'm glad. I've done my job. Thank you again for your time and for your thoughts. I'll be here every Tuesday. You can find Quote Me Later with Vanya on Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram. You're more than welcome to share your own stories, your own dilemmas, and your own favorite quotes with me here on comment sections or even on Instagram. Have a good time and take care, and please be responsible toward each other. See you next week. Bye. I don't know what's wrong with me.